Yeah. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Tyrone Burton, man. Normally this is Tyrone Burton having fun with videos, but this one we're gonna go back to the throwback name, Real Live Videos with Tyrone Burton, man. We diving into Nipsey Hussle, man. Shout out to a real one, man. Every real nigga across America, across the world, relates to this cat. You know what I mean? Real niggas is respected. Real niggas is taken serious. Real niggas need to be honored. So right here, this episode, man, Real Live Videos with Tyrone Burton, we're honoring Nipsey Hussle, man. Salute to a real one. Salute to all the real ones out there. Yo, I move different, man. The Burton family, we move different, man. I represent the East, and my kids are from the West, so I represent both coasts, East and West. Yo, Nip rep hard the West, man. He worldwide with his music, man. Burton family, we worldwide. Check this out, Nip Hussle, man. Real one. Yeah. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Had a pray to Almighty God, they let my dog out the kennel. When you get it straight up out the mud, you can't imagine this shit. I've been pulling up in the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Trying to put the water on my potato. I got killers to the left of me. Yeah. Y'all see Nip Hussle right there. Y'all check this out. He about to come in with his verse and light it up. Yo, he's a unique cat, man. A unique rapper, man. Been at his grind for years. And I salute him, man, for being real to some real man-ish, man. Some real man business, man. Being real with your family. Being real with where you're from. And willing to give back. And help and uplift people around where you from. You know what I mean? Nip was a cat that wasn't, you know what I mean? You got people that get rich and go out and forget where they come from and forget the people like them that was once like them at a time. But Nip, man, he focused on where he was from. And he established the Marathon store, you know what I mean? TMC, the Marathon continue. We already know this. It's going to continue. It's continuing on as I do this video. Anytime we acknowledge and say Nipsey's name, we keeping the marathon continuing. You got marathons in any aspect of life that you in, man. Whatever you do, I'm an actor. Nip's a rapper. You may be a music cat. Whatever you do, man, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Marathon, you keep going into the finish line. You keep going. It's a long race. And he's been at this for a long time. Man. He's been at this for a long time. He's been building. He had his core, his family, his brother, Black Sam. You know what I mean? Just like the Burton brothers, we stick together, man. He stuck together with his brother, man. You know what I mean? And they built the store, established business, black business, in the hood, where he was from. TMC, representing his streets where he's from, Crenshaw, Slauson. You know what I mean? So we taking time to honor this cat, man. Rest in peace to Nip, man. A real one. I just want to play his music, man, and just give honor where honor's due.
We was lurking on her. They show no mercy on her. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on her. It was dark clouds on us, but that was perfect for us. We know you always crash and burn, but it was working for us. Limo tint the B12. Double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well. My dad said that to me, man, about some business that we have in the family, man. He told me, man, cross your T's and dot your I's. You know what I mean? Before you make it accessible to the people. I ain't going into details, but man, I relate to that. You know what I mean? Nip said it, man. I gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well. That's a businessman for you, man. How you gonna sleep if you know you got some T's out there missing missing the, you know what I mean, cross part. How you gonna sleep when you know you got some half eyes out there? You gotta dot them I's and cross them T's, complete your business, man. That's real grown man business. It's a real grown man move, man. He started gang banging, you know what I mean, repping neighborhoods, rolling 60 Crips and all that. And as he got older, he gravitated into a full man in the sense of leaving negativity alone. I would say that just studying him over since the death of Nipsey, man, the death of his body, because the spirit continued to live on. You know what I mean? So he, to my understanding, was no longer a gangbanger. At the point of his death, he came from that gang culture. He was raised in that, but he no longer was a Crip when he died, to my understanding. He was from Crip. He repped rolling, you know what I mean, neighborhood. He was once a Crip. I've listened to interviews myself from his own words, and I've heard him say off his own lips and understand that he no longer was a Crip. It's the understanding I take from his videos when he said it off his lips. You know what I mean? He's wising up. He got smarter. He got older. You can't continue doing the same things you was used to and you was born in. You know what I mean? But he always represent where he was from. He'd say neighborhood and all that, you know what I mean? Though now he's not on some gangbanging stuff. He's on some grown man business stuff, building businesses and buying up blocks and making changes and making impacts in the earth and getting his money up. All money in. He put his money in. His brother put his money in. Yo, check this out, man. Salute to real ones out there across America, man. Yo, I rep this, man. I move different, man. Shout out to Visionary, man. I move different, man. The clothing line, man. This is what we do. We move different. Nipsey Hussle, he moved different. The Burton brothers, the Burton family, DP, my dad, my mother, Paula Burton, we move different, man. As an actor, playing TK, I move different. Playing Tyson and Squeeze, I move different. Tyrone Burton, I move different. Check it out.
Millions off of retail. Once again, I prevail.
Millions off of retail. Once again, I prevail. Yo, he was making statements, man, even in his music, what he was really doing in real life. He had the understanding that, you know, this rap stuff may not last forever or will not last forever. So I got to build stuff that when the music fades or when the people get tired of you, I heard him talking off his own mouth, out of his own mouth. When the people, if they get tired of you, you have some stuff established. Money coming in. He said millions off of retail. Once again, I prevail. Man, it's about prevailing in this earth, man. Finding something, man. Get your entrepreneurships. Get your entrepreneurship up. That's what Nip was doing, man. When you see him, think of entrepreneurship. Think of starting your own business. Finding a way to make some money. He started on that block with his CDs, hustling CDs out the trunk of his car. You know what I mean? In front of that lot that he eventually bought him and his brother, getting kicked off that lot, pushing his CDs, to turning around years later and buying that block. And now establishing a business, owning business, and now pushing his CDs and clothing, TMC, the Marathon Continue clothing line, the Marathon, you know what I mean, store, pushing his clothing and his music legit, legal. You know what I mean? And that's what real grown men do. You know what I mean? So I encourage y'all out there, any gangbangers out there, man, look at Nipsey, man. Turn from gangbanging. Do the right thing, man. Find a way to make some money, man, and make it legit and help your family, man. Bring your family up in your community.
Knew that shit was over from the day I dropped my pre-sale. Hold up, let the beat build. See me in the street still. I've been fighting battles up a steep hill.
See me in the street still. Yo, the day that Nipsey passed away, that he got shot, I was driving. I was going to my people's house. I was driving down Slauson, and I came to the intersection at Crenshaw, and there was yellow tape right there. At the time, I didn't know what had happened, so I couldn't cross. I was at Slauson and Crenshaw. I couldn't continue past Crenshaw because the yellow tapes was right there, the Marathon store was right there. I got a call from my shorty and was told, yo, they just shot Nipsey, pray for him. So I get off the jack and I start praying for him, and I bang a right on Crenshaw, and then I turn left on like 52nd or 48th or one of them streets, to continue to go to my people's house, because I had to go around Slauson and Crenshaw where the yellow tape was at, because Nipsey got shot, you know what I mean? So I'm dipping down the side street, and then, yo, the ambulance come through. I think the ambulance that had Nipsey in it came down the street that I was in my car, and continued forward. And I think I put my cell phone on it, recorded it, but I might have deleted that for whatever reason. But later on, watching the news and TMZ and all that, I've learned that, you know what I mean, he put it in the ambulance, and the ambulance took him to the you know what I mean, to the hospital. So I believe I think strongly that ambulance that had him happened, his body was carried down the street that I was moving through, because it had to avoid traffic, and it took off down that way. So shout out to Lord London and all the family, man, Nipsey's brothers, and his brother Black Sam, and his dad and his mother, all his family, his sister, you know what I mean, much love to y'all, the family. God bless y'all, man. Continue to, you know, stay strong, man. And you know, Black Sam, salute to you, man. Another business-minded brother, man, from the beginning, teaming up with your brother, man. I love that. That's what we do, the Burton brothers, man. We solid, man. And I see his solidness, man, with you and your brother, man. Even in his death, you know, you continue willing to keep his vision going. Yo, God is I believe, through this whole situation, God do not do evil. God is where he is, and he looks and he sees us in the earth, and who will do this and who will not do this, who will obey me and who will not obey me, who's going to be righteous, who's not going to be righteous. And we make our choices and decisions, man. So Nipsey made great decisions, him and his brother Black Sam, you know what I mean, to make a difference in his community and help his family. And he got music out. And that day when I was driving through, it just happened to be I was there at the moment when this brother had got shot. So later on, watching the news, I found out, and I seen, you know, like, yo, I'm like, man, I was right there. I was right there. Like, I was right there. The timing. But God allow us to be moved in directions, you know what I mean, his spirit may move. Yeah, so I was right there when it happened, you know what I mean. Maybe right after he had got shot, the tape was out, the yellow tape was out. Anyhow, I continued going to my people's house, you know what I mean. We talked about it. We found out later that he died, and but he lives on through his music, man. I just want to take time with this episode, man, to acknowledge him, man, a real one, man. Let's build businesses, man. Let's get our family up, man. Let's leave stuff for our children's children, like the Bible say. Check this out.
They gave my road dog 12. It was a sweet deal. And I've been riding solo trying to rebuild. Nah, I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Had a pray to Almighty God, they let my dog out the kennel. When you get it straight up out the mud, you can't imagine this shit. I've been pulling up in the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Trying to put the water on my potato. I got killers to the left of me. Yeah, look, under no condition would you ever catch me slipping. Motorcaded shooters plus the Maybach chauffeur driven. If they catch me with it, don't send me off to prison. Judge ain't sympathizing, court don't show forgiveness. Engine in the Lambo drowning out the music. Sip Dior with the flowers, 5 gold Cubans. Champagne while I shop, hope I splurge foolish. Closing escrow twice this month, both commercial units. Damn, I wish my nigga Fast was here. How you died 30-something after banging all them years? Grammy nominated, in the sun of shedding tears. All this money, power, fame, and I can't make you reappear. But I'll wipe them though. We just embrace the only life we know. If it was me, I'd tell you, nigga, live your life and grow. I tell you, finish what we started, reach the heights, you know. And gas the V12 to the pipe and smoke. I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle. Had a pray to Almighty God, they let my dog out the kennel. When you get it straight up out the mud, you can't imagine this shit. I've been pulling up in the drop tops with the baddest bitches. Young nigga been focused on my check. Got a new coupe wrapped around my neck. Trying to put the water on my potato. I got killers to the left of me. Another $1 million bill, that's just some regular shit.
Yeah, yo, he was able to bring his grandmother on the jet, the Puma jet, man. God allowed him to see some success, man, at a certain height before he left. You know what I mean? You look at his career starting with his mixtapes, man. to all the way fast forward years down the line, putting his first album out, making that deal with Atlanta Records, him and his All Money In, making a partnership with Atlanta. Yo, it's many lessons to be learned from Nip and his brothers and his family, man. His business. You know what I mean? He didn't just get signed like any other artist. He invested in his own equipment. As you listen to the interviews, him talking, him and his brother telling stories, man. He invested in equipment. They put their money in. They got stores. They got a store. Started with, you know, Slauson Tees, and then started the rest of the clothing line. But if you look at the strategic thinking, the strategic moves that was made by Nipsey and his team, All Money In, Black Sam, the whole team. If you look at it's wisdom. You know what I mean? Not just being signed like every other artist. You know, he shot out Master P, man, Percy Miller, and Jay-Z, man, different cats that established their own. You know what I mean? As he talked in another interview, I think on the Breakfast Club, you know, certain islands in music, like you have Dr. Dre and you know, Aftermath, and you have maybe Sony, and you have different islands. He wanted to build his own island. He built his own island, All Money In, and he partnered with another island, Atlanta Records. And then all the money come from these videos, to my understanding, 50-50 split. Boom. Yo, that's big business. That's wisdom, man. Yo, but I was there the day that he had got shot on the same street, Slauson and Crenshaw, driving. And so I actually felt this. I felt this in a personal way, not from just looking at it through TV like a lot of the world. I was actually on Slauson and turned on Crenshaw because the yellow tape was blocking us from going forward to feet, maybe 300 to 1,000 feet from where my car was, where his body was laying. So this is deep, man. But it's lessons to be learned from his life and his business mind and his stance in business. You know what I mean? That partnership with All Money In Atlantic, that's solid. There's lessons to be learned. Salute to Nipsey Hussle, Black Sam, All Money In, Burton family. We out here, Tyrone Burton. Real live videos with TB. Tyrone Burton, man, let's go.
See my granny on the jet, some shit I never forget. Next day we flew to Vegas with my Puma Connects. We break bread, we ain't new to success. Play music and best. Enterprise, take lucrative steps. Cold game, but I knew it was chess. I take you from the set. Learn the game, you a student at best. But it's a couple things you can expect. Nah, just like money, no money. Niggas shooters respect. Other shooters, we was both doing my crew on your neck. I'm on the freeway in the drop, it got me losing my breath. Do the dash with the blues on the deck.
Yeah, there you have it. There you have it, y'all. Nip got a lot of entertaining music out, man. All Money In.